Hello everyone, I'm Michael from ADP11, and today my topic is becoming your best self. Who doesn't want to become the best version of yourself? Everyone does. Imagine you're in a position where you've always wanted to be in. How cool would that be? So let me take you to this journey of becoming your best self. So first, let's explore what is becoming your best self. It's just to be yourself. Sounds pretty simple, right? But you will be surprised by the amount of people out there who are still struggling to find themselves. They still struggle to define their personality and find the purpose of living. But becoming your best self doesn't mean that you have to grow into a different person. It's about being you and without weaknesses. And it also means that become the version that you've always dreamed of. As a kid, we all have dreams, right? There's a kid who wants to be a doctor, a teacher, a scientist, etc. And to become your best self is to fulfill your dreams and living your life up to that full potential. And why is it important, you may ask? Is it important? Because it will help you to boost your confidence. You see, as we're getting better and better, we'll have more confidence about ourselves. So let's take, for example, there's an exam coming up and you have two options. One is to prepare for it, and the second one is to trust your gut and do whatever you can. If you choose the first option, you have to go through the materials once again and doing practice sets. And while you're doing that, you're going to get better and better at that subject. And when you're getting better, you're going to have more confidence in yourself. And you will have more confidence taking the test because now you're fully prepared and you're ready to ace the test instead of going into the exam room and panicking because you forgot everything. The next thing is to unlock your full potential. Unlock your full potential will help you to explore more about yourself and know your limits so that you can expand beyond that. And it's also mean living life with no regrets and saying things like, I could have done this better. I would have been an engineer if I were better at math and logic. Those things would never happen again. And here are some steps to become your best self. The first key step here, understand yourself. And in order to do that, you should determine your strengths and determine your passion. Determine your strengths. So determine your strength means that you have to know what and why you're good at that particular thing. And in order to know that, you should experience more rather than thinking yourself and saying things like, I love building Legos, so I should be a good engineer. No, it doesn't work like that because doing something you love doesn't mean that you're good at it. And the next thing is to determine your passion. Determine your passion is to know what you want to do in the future. And to do that, you can ask yourself questions like, who do I want to become when I grow up? What career will I pursue after graduating? So in order to answer those questions, you have to experience more. For example, this is me. As a kid, I've always loved to play football. I play football almost every day. And let's say I was quite good at it. So I was selected into the district team to play city level football. And to get to that level, I have to train a lot. And before every training session, my dad would buy me a light meal so that I can have enough energy for the training session. So it's usually be banh mi, sticky rice, or some kind of soup that we found our way to the pitch. And from time to time, I see that my dad was using a kind of paper in exchange for my food. And I start to question myself. Wait, what is that magical paper? And with that paper, I can get whatever I want. So life is so easy. And from then on, I start questioning myself. What is money? How does that thing work? And how do I make money? From buying and selling things, right? So I start to have a plan of reselling toys to my friend to make my own money. And in 4th or 5th grade, I remember I make my first amount of money. It was not a lot, but it means a lot to me. It means that I can finally go to the school canteen and buy some food for me, like some cup noodles, rice paper, and fun drinks with my own money that I made. And so I thought to myself, wow, this is so amazing. And that's how I discovered my passion for business. And you can see, The key word to understand yourself more is to experience more. And the next step is to set clear goals. To set clear goals, you have to break your goals into small steps. Break your goals down into small but feasible steps because you should focus on small changes over time. To become your best self, it's not a miracle that happened after one night. So you cannot say things like, oh, I want to get fit. So how would you make that happen? That sounds really great, but how would you make that happen? You're gonna make a goal like, oh, I'm gonna do sit-ups so that I can get more fit. And let's say your goal is doing 200 sit-ups in 3 months. And then you're gonna divide that period into small parts and set a goal for yourself. So let's say that the first month you wanna get to 75 sit-ups. The second month you wanna get to 150. And by the end of the third month, you're gonna get to 200 sit-ups with ease. As you can see, those small but specific steps are way more easier to do than saying things like, I'll get more fit. And next is getting into the right mindset. So when it comes to mindset, there's a lot of them. The business mindset, artist mindset, creative mindset. But just to make it simple, I'll divide them into 2 groups, growth mindset and fixed mindset. So what's the difference between them? A person with a growth mindset is more open to changes, while a person with a fixed mindset is avoid changes because for too many reasons. For example, imagine a situation where you just failed a math test. What would you do in that situation? A person with a fixed mindset will say to themselves, oh, I failed this test because I'm not naturally gifted in math, so no matter how hard I tried, I'll still fail. And yes, that person is right. He will continue to fail over and over again. But the person with a growth mindset, otherwise, they think that they should improve it because they should improve themselves and not failing anymore. So they ask their teachers and friends to see what they did wrong in the test so that they can improve those parts. And when they improve those parts, they will start to get better at that subject. And when they start to get better, they will continue to fail. So you can see the person with a growth mindset success because he was more open to changes and he can learn from his mistake. So to success, the very important part is having a growth mindset. You should learn from your mistakes. And the last step is to take actions. And to take action, you should step out of your comfort zone. So let's say that you've built a great plan, but you shouldn't be stopped by your fears. So I think the best way to overcome your fear is to face it. Face it directly. For example, what I'm doing right now, public speaking. It was one of my biggest fears. But I registered for this competition because I want to overcome my fear. I want to become the best version of myself. So I challenge myself into doing new things. And the last step is to build good habits. As you can see, let's say that you've built a great plan, but you decided to procrastinate and go to bed late because you're busy scrolling on social media. And the next day, you're gonna wake up and feeling sleepy, and you have no energy to do anything. So you can see one bad habit can destroy your whole plan and make it useless. So make good habits is very, very important because good habits will help you with your self-discipline when motivation doesn't. And it will motivate you to doing some good more things. And in conclusion, becoming your best self is a progress. So it is not a miracle that happened after one night. And to become your best self, you can follow these 3 steps. First, understand yourself. Second, set clear goals. And the third one, most important one, take action. And to end this, I want to show you guys a quote. Growth is never by mere chance. It is the result of forces working together. So, therefore, to become your best self, it also takes self-discipline, dedication, and efficiency. So, what is your small step that you will take today to become the best version of yourself? Start to think about that. Thank you.